Developing effective reading skills is crucial for understanding and analyzing written texts. Here's a guide to help you improve your ability to read for the writer's attitude. Understand the sequence of information, scan for specific details, locate references, and recall information. Reading for the writer's attitude. Understanding the writer's attitude involves identifying their tone, perspective, and feelings about the subject matter. This skill helps you interpret the text beyond its literal meaning. Strategies for reading for the writer's attitude. Identify tone words. Look for adjectives, adverbs, and verbs that convey emotion or judgment, e.g., optimistic, critical, sarcastic. Analyze language style. Notice the formality or informality of the language, use of humor, irony, or exaggeration. Consider context. Think about the context in which the writer is writing and their potential biases or perspectives. Practice activity example task. Read an opinion article or editorial and answer these questions. What is the writer's attitude towards the topic? What words or phrases indicate this attitude? How does the writer's perspective influence the argument? Reading for sequence. Reading for sequence involves understanding the order in which events or ideas are presented. This skill is important for following processes, instructions, or narratives. Strategies for reading for sequence. Look for transition words. Identify words that signal order or progression, e.g., first, next, finally, before, after. Create a timeline. Visualize or write down the sequence of events or steps as you read. Summarize each step. After reading, summarize the sequence in your own words to reinforce understanding. Practice activity example task. Read a passage describing a historical event or a process, and list the steps or events in the order they occurred. Identify any cause and effect relationships. Reading and scanning for specific details. Scanning involves quickly looking through a text to find specific information without reading everything. This skill is useful for finding names, dates, statistics, or other precise details. Strategies for scanning. Use headings and subheadings. They can guide you to sections where specific details are likely found. Look for keywords. Identify and focus on keywords or phrases related to the information you need. Ignore irrelevant information. Quickly skim past sections that don't contain the details you seek. Practice activity example task. Scan a news article or report to find specific data points or statistics, names of key individuals or organizations involved. Dates of important events. Reading and locating references. Locating references involves identifying what certain words or phrases refer to within a text. This skill helps clarify meaning and maintain coherence in understanding. Strategies for locating references. Identify pronouns. Determine what nouns the pronouns he, she, it, they refer to. Follow contextual clues. Use surrounding sentences to understand what references like this, that, or such pertain to. Check footnotes or endnotes. If reading academic texts, these often provide additional references or explanations. Practice activity example task. Read a paragraph with multiple references and identify what each pronoun or reference word points to. Explain how these references help maintain the flow of information. Reading and recalling information. Recalling information involves remembering key details and concepts from what you've read. This skill is essential for comprehension and long-term retention. Strategies for recalling information. Summarize in your own words. After reading, summarize the main points without looking at the text. Use mnemonics or visual aids. Create memory aids or draw diagrams to reinforce recall. Discuss with others. Talking about what you've read can help consolidate your understanding and memory. Practice activity example task. Read a chapter or section of a book and write a brief summary from memory. List the key points and any important details you remember.